Hey guys, welcome to the channel. The spin to win necromancer vortex build is back in PvP. If you don't remember, this build was so powerful, so OP that Blizzard had to nerf this particular build. A lot of you might know that I play almost all the classes and I especially love PvP, and I used to love the Vortex build of Necromancer until it got nerfed, right? But now again I'm back into the Necromancer class and I made a couple of changes, only 2 changes into the existing Vortex build, and now this build is performing amazing. Last night in last stream I actually went from gold 3 to gold 4-1. Basically I got 213 11 points. Basically out of 10 or 11 games I won everything except 1 or 2, right? So win rate of 80 or 90% in the last stream. It was amazing, and that is why I want to make this particular build, updating you with the latest Vortex build for Necromancer. Probably one of my favorites PvP build for Necromancer, right? So I'll cover all the essences in the end. I'll also show you gameplay, but first I want to start with the changes, right? So what changed in the Vortex build, right? The initial Vortex build that we used to play, we had 4 skills, and one of them was basically borrowed time. Now borrowed time was used, and these were the 4 skills. Now instead of borrowed time, this was a very defensive type of skills. You can revive after you die, but now we are going to get rid of borrowed time. We are going to incorporate skeletal mage, and guys, this skeletal mage has made all the difference. The 2 essences that I was talking about, one of them has to do with skeletal mage, and this essence is crazy, and if you can incorporate this essence in other builds for PvP, I think it will be great, right? So what I'm talking about, so we changed the skills, and now what we have changed is this essence. We are now going to use scattered light offhand for skeletal mage, and basically this makes you get 2 skeletal mage that are untargetable, so they don't have any health. They are always going to attack the target as long as you are close to the target, right? So what you do is you go with skeletal mage, and then you do wraith form, and then you just fear the enemy, and the skeletal mage is going to destroy their health. They are going to melt the enemies, and because of this addition, this build has gone even higher in, right? So what I usually do is I activate skeletal mage, I activate my grim scythe, and if there is corpses, obviously I'm going to activate my corpse lance as well, and then I'm going to basically use wraith form, and I just dive in on the enemy, right? And this is the new variant basically, and what makes this variant special is the new helmet as well. Now this helmet is insane. I mean, if I want to just compare, show you a comparison, right? So this is the new helmet which I'm talking about, Fateful Flame. In the tooltip you can see Grim Scythe marks the enemy for 6 seconds, so the mark lasts for a very long time. If a marked enemy is attacked for 5 times, the mark explodes for 17,000 damage. Now in tooltips it is saying 17,000 damage. There are very few essences that have such higher value in tooltip. For comparison, if you want to compare with basically something like this, the studied menace, a lot of people were using this one earlier, and this one has only 6,300, right? Now compare it with 17,000. So huge damage, and getting hit 5 times in BG is a normal thing. It happens all the time, and especially if you have a dot. If you have a dot, it is going to definitely proc, because dot have 4, 5 ticks, 6 ticks, right? So definitely only by making these 2 changes, your spin to win Vortex build will come to life again. By the way, since we have removed borrowed time, we used to use borrowed time essence in the shoulder, but now we are using skeletal mage. So basically skeletal mage is going to increase your critical hit chance, right? This is very nice for damage. There are other options where, skeletal mage damage increase and other things as well. You can play around, but for me, I think this is the best one which works the best, right? And yeah, apart from this, we use proximal fear for fear. We use gallows bond for wraith form, and then for main hand we use grim scythe conjures whirling scythe, and the other one wraith form cooldown decrease, right? So this is the new setup for the spin to win build. Now, very important, this build can be played in two different ways with two different mindset. There are two types of necromancer, one who have very high armor penetration and one who focus on potency. And why is this different? Because your choice of set items and legendary gems depends on your secondary stats. Trust me, this is very important, right? So people who have high potency, I'll start with them first and then I'll go with armor penetration. If you have high potency, just use misery elixir gem. This is what I do, right? Use misery elixir. You can use other CC based gem. For example, I love cold confidant and even more of the deep. I have some crowd control type of gems in your setup, and also make sure you use misery elixir if you have high potency. And your set items will be 4-piece Angment, 2-piece Barons, and 2 pieces of Vithus, right? So this is for people who have high potency. Now, people who have high armor penetration, they can go all out DPS, right? So for set items, you can use 4 pieces of, instead of Barons, 2 pieces of Barons, you go for 2 pieces of Grace. Obviously, Angment set is going to be there and Vithus is going to be there. So just go for damage, just remove the Feasting Barons, have 2 pieces of Grace is good. And instead of misery elixir and cold confidant and CC based gems, just use gems that increases your damage, right? In that way you can get a full DPS setup. And the one that I like to play is a more crowd control based gameplay, right? I'll show you some gameplay as well, yeah, mostly I really like the fear effect. I'm also using Crimson Behelit, so there's some fear from that as well. So the fear effect and all the different types of CC, that's the type of gameplay I enjoy the most. So hence I go for potency type of setup. But yeah, if you have armor penetration, you can go for a full DPS setup as well. All in all, I want to say that it's a very good time to be a necromancer. You have the golem build, which everyone loves and it works, and you also have a vortex build. Now I am not 100% sure if this is going to work for very high whale lobbies. So that is for you to test. Usually the lobbies that I am in, I do not get a lot of very big whales, right? So yeah, that is for you to test. You can let me know down in the comments below, how does this build actually work in your lobbies, right? So there will be more necromancer content in my channel very soon, so make sure you give it a like and subscribe. And obviously if you are going to play druid when it comes out, definitely I'm going to cover druid. So a lot to see in the coming few days, in the coming few weeks, right? So yeah, thank you for joining. I wanted to make this quick video, and now I'll add some gameplay footage so that you can check how this build plays in the battleground. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. To read the description again, like what is happening here? Yeah, this is the beauty of necromancer. This is the beauty. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was not bad. That was not bad at all. Someone is saying get out of there. I mean, yeah, obviously. Bro, look at the damage. Not even doing much. Not even doing much. Look at the damage, boys. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it is one of the most annoying gems. I made a tier list of the annoying gems. I put back rows in S tier. But I didn't know, man, even Wraith form had these, some weaknesses. Look at this. Look at the damage. Okay, there are more people here, so I'll go here. Ah, bro. Alright. The downtime of the Wraith form is the only thing that's concerning for this build. The downtime is huge. Big downtime. Oh my god. I mean, got him, but bro, every time I dive in, I get a kill. Guarantee. Ah, got again. Okay, I need to heal up. Wow. So what we need to do now is just block them. Oh, got him, got him. Pretty good. You can get Terror Rift gear from Wraith cooldown on chest. Yeah, that's true. I mean these days, GG's guys, GG's. That was a nice win, definitely. I mean these days, I think in what do you call this? Eternal FXs are like it's as good important as the essences. Team is pretty bad, I'll tell you, man. This is a very bad team. Oh my god, this is a very, very bad team. Okay. Why am I so slow? Maybe it's abiding curse or something. Oh my god. Why am I so slow? Okay. Oh, okay. I think I got greedy. This is the wrong move. This is the wrong move. Get out of here. It's lazy to farm essence. Same. I think it's been a while for me to have played Seder and Barb. That's the only reason I'm not shifting. But the new class comes out after some time, so till then it's so much time to farm essences. So okay. Oh no, oh no. No, I got greedy. I said I won't get greedy, right? If I get greedy, this is a dead. This is a loss, 100% guaranteed. What do you call that? Weekly reports of people. You know, we need some number backups, right? Okay, okay. Okay. Oof. Bro, I had to work so hard for this game, man.